we have some fun segments that we do on the show. It's called Having Fun with Ian
Sure.
Flanigan. This is a lot of fun, and these will go out as like those little TikToks that you were referring
Yeah.
to that we'll be trying to create buzz for this interview with. I think you'll enjoy these. Everybody does, and a lot of our viewers will skip right to this timestamp a lot of times too. So.
Awesome.
The first one is called Did You Know? So can you tell us something your fans may not know about you?
Did you know that I used to want to be a magician?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And
that was
what was it just because you couldn't get through the bad of that?
Yeah, basically. No, I used to, as a kid, as an only child again, I was like, being a magician is probably the coolest job you could ever have.
I would have been a great magician if I could have just done magic.
Yeah, yeah, if only.
Yeah, next one is called Mount Rushmore. As you know, Mount Rushmore has the four, what they say, the greatest presidents of our country. Who is on Ian Flanigan's Mount Rushmore of most influential artists?
Well, I am going to use a couple local, a couple famous. I would say, famous wise, probably Tommy Emmanuel. I would say Willie Nelson. I'd say my guitar teacher Chuck Masasi, and another great guitar player, Jimmy Eppert.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that you're giving your guitar teacher some flowers there because, yeah, it's a very.
Oh, he really was though.
Yeah.
Like, gave me my right hand.
Yeah, I mean, he was the very first person you mentioned on this show after your parents. So
yeah,
I think that's important. And we're actually going to debut a brand new segment with Ian here in a minute, perhaps that person will get more flowers from. And that's called Impactful. This is the first time we've ever done this segment on the show.
Oh, nice.
So Impactful is the three most impactful people on your life. And you have to tell me the best thing you learned from each of those three people.
Well, I definitely I had great parents. So I would say my mother, and the most impactful thing she had is love for, or seeing the good in everybody despite anything wrong going on. And that's a thing I work hard for in everything in my life, is always try to see the positive through it all. I say my father, because of he has this mental fortitude of just never quitting, never giving up, and he's just family first. Like, that's all that matters. So his loyalty to family and friends is the impact that he gave me. Did you say three?
Yes.
Three. Let me see. Man, I want to make it good, but honestly, I'm a simple guy. I would say probably my guitar teacher, more than he knows. We spent a decade learning together, so I would say that the impact he had was is embracing my authenticity and really just putting in the hours.
And what was his name again?
Chuck Masasi.
Thank you. All right, that was our first time ever doing Impactful. Next one's called One Artist. Who is one artist you wish the entire world knew about other than yourself?
Let's see. I'm going to say my good buddy Jim Ranger.
Okay.
I was on the show with Jim, and Jim is he's one of the best humans, but two, he really is an insane storyteller and vocalist.
Very cool. All right, I'm going to let you decide which one is the next segment. Would you rather do Bucket List or Fly on the Wall?
Ooh, I don't know what Fly on the Wall is, so let's do that one.
All right, Fly on the Wall. Can you tell us a room in history that you wish you were a fly on the wall for?
Oh my gosh. That's a good question. A room in history, like all of history. Man, I don't know. I just watched Gladiator again, so I think I'd have to be on a wall where they're like, let's build a coliseum and then have people fight to the death. I just want to know what was going on.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
I just watched that.
That's a really cool segment, yeah. Next one's called Biggest Lesson. What is the biggest lesson you've learned directly from music?
Oh, man, it is 100% just don't be anybody but yourself. Don't try to be anything but yourself.
Yeah.
And you'll find the best songs.
People know immediately when you're faking it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's the biggest thing in life, but in music especially.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Next one's called Moment of Gravity. This is probably my favorite segment on the show because this is what really makes it very circular, which we mentioned earlier. I feel like every single person in life can look back and reflect at their life and find that one moment in time that began their path to where you ended up now. Can you see what that moment was?
Yeah, I was actually I was in a pretty bad car accident one time, and I had every single thing I owned in this van, and it was just totaled. And I was at a really low point in my life, and I remember going to the scrap yard to go check the van, and I had literally everything. I had weights, I had like knives, clothes, everything, guitars, amps, and I had this one guitar that I owned at the time in a soft case, and everything was destroyed. Like the van was like bent. And I remember getting in the door, and this guitar was just untouched, and it was like a very like big symbol for me, where like through all of that I was just like, man, I can't believe this thing's not in 1,000 pieces. But I took it as a sign to just, here's your good thing, go with this.
Yeah, it's finding that needle in a haystack, right?
Yeah, it is.
I love that.
But